Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play and earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I wanted to touch upon a topic that happened earlier this week as part of the town hall, where we had some obviously very big announcements as it pertains to Splinterlands, the company, and the future of Splinterlands. This video is not going to go into that. There's been plenty of coverage elsewhere on YouTube and on Twitch and everywhere else about those topics. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is specifically how I believe Yabot Matt is trying to save SPS. And by nature of saving SPS the token, Yabot Matt would be saving Splinterlands the game. Now, saving may be a little dramatic, but maybe the better way to say this is that Matt's trying to add utility and value to the SPS token, which is going to benefit everyone that's participating in the ecosystem holding SPS, if you would like to reword that a little bit differently. And what do I mean by that? What is Matt specifically trying to do or saying in this last week's town hall around SPS that makes me think that? Well, one of the things that was kind of shocking on the town hall earlier this week was Matt had mentioned the idea of basically splitting the proceeds of a main set, in this case Rebellion, with the SPS DAO, and basically splitting it 50-50 after the DAO paid basically a consulting fee of $250,000 to basically pay for the team's some of the expenses to create the Rebellion set. Now, if you do the math, obviously that's a sweetheart deal for the SPS DAO, because honestly, the Splinterlands company, Steam Monsters, could keep 100% of the proceeds for Rebellion, and no one would have said a lick. Because that's kind of the expectation. And it's kind of counterintuitive when you think of it. Why would the company give up 50% of its potential revenue stream from a major card set release for $250,000? It just doesn't seem to make sense. Well, it makes sense if you look at what Matt is really trying to do here. Now, I don't think Matt can say this directly, because I think there's probably lawyers have told them not to say anything about finances with tokens and stuff like that. But here's where I think this is all leading, right? At the end of the day, Matt understands the value of having SPS token certainly higher than it's currently at right now at, let's say, 1.5 cents, at a kind of an all-time low. When the token is healthy and doing well, and there's utility and value in holding the token, everything in the Splinterlands ecosystem does better. Card prices in the card market do better, rental prices do better, all assets in Splinterlands go up, and as such, Splinterlands, the company, Steam Monsters, will do better as well as all the participants in the ecosystem. So how is Matt, by offering 50% of the revenue from the company for Rebellion card sale, giving that to the DAO, how is that adding value and utility to SPS, and how is that going to save the SPS token price, essentially? Not financial advice, not financially related, right? Well, here is how it's going to work, basically, right? If we look at the current market cap for the SPS token at its current price of 0.014 cents, the current market cap based on the circulating supply of SPS is $15.496 million. Now that's interesting because, well, that's basically what our token is worth if everyone were to sell it at the current price, right? Would obviously, if people started selling, it would go down. But here's where I think, if we can tie all these loose ends together, where I think Matt is going with this sweetheart proposal for the DAO. If we look at the July 26, 2023 SPS DAO Treasury Report, this was just roughly 2.5 months ago, maybe even 2 months ago, not that long ago at all. We can see here that the DAO holds across essentially 4 wallets on 4 different blockchains, a total of here 1.682 million in non-SPS holdings and a total of 3.964 million in SPS. In fact, if you look at this, the DAO Treasury currently holds roughly 16.5% of all SPS in circulation and roughly 40% of all liquid SPS, which are huge numbers when you think about it. But if we just look at the dollars and cents here, the SPS Treasury holds roughly $5.7 million total when you combine the roughly 4 million in SPS and the roughly 1.7 million in non-SPS cryptocurrency. So $5.7 million in crypto is being held by the Treasury today at current valuations as of July. Now, how does the Rebellion card sale add to this coffer, essentially? Well, if we go with some of the estimates that I think were mentioned on the town hall, if, for example, the team believes that they realistically might be able to sell 3 million Rift Watcher packs, we'll just pull up the calculator here and do some math so you can see it. If they sold 3 million packs of Rebellion here coming up, and let's just say they went with the Chaos Legion price. We don't know what price per pack is going to be, if it's going to be $2, $3, $4, $5, more or less, who knows. Let's just say it's, for a conservative estimate, let's just say it's $4 per pack, plus, a voucher or whatever it happens to be for a Rebellion pack. So if the team is able to sell 3 million packs, now note they sold, I think, around 12 million Chaos Legion packs, and we sold probably about 1.5 million Rift Watcher packs. But this is a main set. Let's say we sell 3 million at $4. It's $12 million in revenue, and 50% of that would go to the SPS DAO or Treasury. What that means is $6 million would enter the Treasury in addition to the already $5.7 million that already currently exists there. So we would have actually in that particular case, as you can see here on the calculator math, we would have $11.7 million in crypto assets in the Treasury. Now, why is $11.7 million important? Well, it's basically doubling the, it's not cash value, but it's crypto value in the DAO Treasury. And remember, $11.7 million, well, again, if we look at the coin market cap of SPS token, it's roughly $15.5 million. So it's getting very close with just one card set sale potentially to a 1-to-1 ratio of crypto held assets backing the SPS gaming token. Now, of course, more SPS is printed, the SPS price can rise and fall, so this number will vary over time. But the point here is that with Rebellion's sale, at the current valuation of SPS prices, it almost is getting close to a 1-to-1 ratio of $1 of SPS is worth basically almost $1 of crypto held within the SPS DAO Treasury. Why is that important? Well, we've heard about DEC being talked about as a product-backed stablecoin. Now, SPS is not a asset or crypto-backed stablecoin, for example, like a USDC would be. But in this particular case, what it is doing, it is adding utility and value behind the scenes to the SPS token to say that, yes, if you come in, if you earn SPS, it's not just a cryptocurrency that might be worth something because people might value what it is in the future, but in reality, it has roughly $11.7 million in crypto or cash value assets sitting behind the scenes, backing up the value of this token. So it's not just an altcoin that's commonly referred to as a crap coin, or you replace the word crap with whatever you like. But basically what we're seeing here is Matt is trying to, with this proposal on the town hall, is add value to the DAO Treasury, which by relation directly adds value to the SPS token itself and the desire to hold that token. Because what could happen with that DAO treasury money? Well, in theory, we would use those funds to pay for enhancements to the game or services for the game or rewards to the players of the game. In theory, you could, I guess technically, have, 66% of the SPS governance stakeholders just say, hey, we're going to cash out all of that SPS and other crypto, and we're going to disperse it to the SPS, token holders at par value, which basically means for every dollar of SPS you held at that point in time, you'd get X amount back. It might be like 70 cents on the dollar or whatever. So obviously SPS wouldn't do that because the cryptocurrency would then go to zero as soon as that happened. But the point is there's stable value behind the SPS cryptocurrency token represented by those assets held in the DAO. Now, I guess the idea is that the SPS DAO would use those funds to further enhance the value to SPS token holders through advancements in the game and the ecosystem to make it more valuable, to attract more players, et cetera, pay out additional rewards, and do things like that. So obviously the disbursement of those assets wouldn't be necessarily directly to SPS stakeholders in the future, because that would zero out the token after that happened. But what it basically shows is that there's trust in the DAO that they will use those funds to further add value to the stakeholders of those cryptocurrency tokens. So where this is all going here is, again, by this proposal, by Matt presenting this in the town hall, I don't think a lot of people realize this, but Matt is really attempting here to try and save and shore up the value of the SPS token in the near term and also the long term by adding these the value and the revenue that the company would normally get to the token to shore up that price and that utility and that value. So again, I just wanted to throw this out there. So when you see that proposal come across from Matt, it's not just a sweetheart deal. It's not just a rug pull or anything like that. It really does make sense for Splinterlands, the company, or Steam Monsters to do that, because by doing that, by sacrificing some of that revenue, basically, and putting it into the DAO, they're shoring up the health and basically the books around the SPS token to make it more valuable in the long run. So I hope this explanation and this theory was beneficial for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And a shout out to Matt. Matt, thank you for the work that you've done thus far here in Splinterlands. Thank you for the work that you will continue to do to bring us value and to continue to have faith in this project. And until next time, keep stacking those stats.